Less than 8 hours to go until tip-off here as the Dallas Mavs visit Chicago tonight to take on the Bulls. It's a game you can see live right here tonight on WFAA. Joining us right now with a preview is Nick Angstead, the host of the On Mavs podcast. Good morning to you, Nick.
Morning, Cleo. Let's play some ball tonight.
All right. I love your energy. I've been watching your stuff on YouTube as well, Luka. Now, Luka, he made history this weekend, recording his sixth straight triple-double with at least 30 points. Could we see him extend that streak tonight?
If the question you're asking is, can Luka do something? The answer is always yes.
Okay.
It doesn't matter whatever it is. At this point in his career, I think we've seen enough to know if he needs to score 30 points, get 10 boards, get 10 assists, and do it again against this Bulls team, he absolutely can. He is one of the most singular talents we have in the NBA and one of the top 5 players in the world.
That's what I'm talking about. What about the rest of the team? Who do you expect to step up tonight?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Kyrie Irving can do tonight because we've seen some games recently where he's got, 21 points on 18 shots, which is not like the most efficient scoring game for him. We're used to seeing him score a little bit more efficiently than that. He's shooting the ball well still, but I'm looking to see where he picks his spots. In the last game against the Pistons, he really went after the first quarter and the third quarter to try and kickstart this team and really set a tone. And I think I'm interested to see where Kyrie goes in this game.
Me too. Hey, Nick, what do you think are, the keys to a Mavs win tonight, like a really good win?
A really good win would be a dominating one from start to finish, which they didn't get against the Pistons necessarily. So they've got to lock in on defense. That's been the big thing this whole stretch recently. Mavs just recently lost 5 of 6 games. That was a real tough stretch for them. And their defensive effort and intensity was just not there at all. It didn't seem like they were really locked in on that end. So for them to get a guaranteed win, like a really good feeling win, is to lock in on that end of the ball and then turn that into offense on the other side.
Oh, the Mavs, they're just a game behind Phoenix for 6th place, really trying to secure a playoff spot, I guess. But how do they compare right now to the teams ahead of them?
Yeah, they're in this wild spot right now where you start looking around the standings. They're a game back from Phoenix, but Phoenix plays the Cavs tonight. So it looks like just like in 2011 when all the Cavs fans were rooting for the Mavs, now all the Mavs fans are rooting for the Cavs tonight. And so if they lose there and the Mavs win tonight, then they'll be right there with Phoenix. They own the tiebreaker with Phoenix, so that is good for them. And then, they're trying to catch that 5-6 spot so they can stay out of the play-in.
And Nick, one more question before we go. The Bulls are 9th right now, trying to get into the play-in for the playoffs. What do you expect from them?
I don't know what to expect from them. They are just one of those weird middle-of-the-road teams. Zach LaVine is not going to play tonight, but weirdly, they have played better without Zach LaVine this season. Their net rating, they score more points per 100 possessions and allow less per 100 possessions when Zach LaVine isn't playing. And so I don't really know what to expect. Kobe White's been really good for them. You still have DeMar DeRozan. They take a lot of mid-range shots. They've got Alex Caruso, who's a good defender. And so they've got some pieces, but I just don't really know what that team is doing overall. And especially this season, you never know what to expect.
Oh, I know I said last question, but I'm going to fit one more in. Mavs fans, how are they feeling right now?
I think the anger and the frustration from that losing stretch, I think, has kind of quelled a little bit. You've got 2 games. It feels like the Mavericks just need to build up a little bit more of a foundation. And so I think Mavs fans are maybe optimistically frustrated. Maybe it's that. Maybe they're not fully frustrated yet, but they're just right there.
We'll see what happens. Nick, you're so awesome. Thank you so much for joining us here on Midday. You can watch and catch new episodes of the Locked On Mavs podcast with Nick daily. Trust me, he's got that energy all the time. Download it anywhere you get your podcasts. Tonight's game against the Bulls is at 7 p.m. It's one of 10 games that you can watch live right here on WFAA. And a programming note for you, tonight's new episode of The Bachelor can be seen on our digital channel 8.2, or it will air at 2:11 a.m. on our main channel, so you won't have to miss it.